Hello, my name is John Lee from Dashboard Dudes, and today I'm going to show you how we can get Domo data into Microsoft very, very easily. Specifically, we're going to talk about getting data from Domo into Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Teams. Why 5? Because I love Power Rangers, and Microsoft has different colors for all their applications. Power Rangers have different colors. Makes sense. Okay, so the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to Domo. And if you click this little Rubik's Cube icon at the top and you go to admin, we are going to go down here to these triple dots, tool downloads. And if I scroll down, we're going to get both of these, Office add-in and the Outlook one. The Outlook one is independent, but the Office add-in, when you click it, you download it, whatever, you get all these three. Cool. So I've done that already. Once you do this, it's not that hard. Let's do the Outlook one first, though. So if we go to Outlook right here, what we can do is once you integrate to your application, what you can do is you go to new mail. This is really cool. Let's say I want to write an email to somebody, but I want to include something from Domo and I don't want to do a screenshot. I don't really want to do that. I can go right here, pick Domo. Now what I can pick is what do I want to put in? You can put a whole table of data. I would suggest against this because it's going to be massive. If you have like a million rows, you don't want to put that into an email. It's not an attachment. It's really like a picture. Or I can go to dashboards. We're going to go to dashboards. And here I can pick something. So I'm going to go to one of my templates right now. I'm going to pick on my marketing one. And here I can just pick something. So I'm going to pick, I don't know, this one. And here I can toggle if I want it to be the card or I want it to be the data table. And I can also pick what do I want to show. I'm going to say I want to take off the title, or I want the title, or I want when the date was last run. I kind of like having the date last run because it lets me know was this the most relevant. But whatever, you could put on whatever you want in here. And we're going to say import card. And there it is. So now what you can do is you could write whatever you want to write. Our spend looks good compared to previous months. And you're done. But look at that. You don't need to do a screenshot. It's right there. We're all done. So you can send that off and be done with it. Okay, so the second one is Microsoft Word. We can do the same exact thing with Microsoft Word. Well, all I'm going to go to is my Domo in the top for my add-ons, and I can pick something that I want to pick in here. And I'm going to, again, pick on dashboards, which I already have it over here. And I can just pick one of the cards I want. I can do this, same exact play. I can say what I want to show, what I don't want to show, and just plop it in there. And now if I'm writing something, I have a visual of what the card is. And what's really cool is with all these, if I hit refresh, it'll just always go get the latest and greatest, stick it in here, you're done. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, pretty easy. Okay, so now let's talk about PowerPoint. PowerPoint is actually a little bit different, but super cool. So what I can do with PowerPoint is once I connect it, I can pick one card if I want. I can have 2 cards on one page or 4 cards, or you can just pick a whole dashboard. So if I go here and I say choose a page, I'm going to go pick on my template page right here, marketing and sales, say next. And this is going to be super important. Right now, what's happening is PowerPoint is reaching out to Domo, pulling all the cards from my dashboard, and it's going to ask me which ones do I want to keep, which ones do I not want to include in my PowerPoint deck. And why this is so cool is because if you're doing monthly business reviews, quarterly business reviews, and you just don't want to keep updating the same thing again and again and again, you could just have Domo do the work for you. So I'm going to pick on these. I'm just picking some random ones. Why not? Let's do this one, and this one. Sure, whatever. I picked that. And you see what I did? I said, go put in one slide, one chart per slide. And it could do it this way. Sure, that's okay. And you can then rearrange it. You could do whatever you want. You can just have some writing here and you can do whatever. However, there's another thing we can do. What if we want to include we want to include way more cards? So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to say choose page again on mine. Next. It's pulling it again. And what I can do here, if I've wanted everything, let's say I want all this stuff, I can actually go down here and say put 4 cards per slide instead. Okay. And I'm not going to select everything just because you don't really need to see everything. I'm going to, again, pick some stuff at whim. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Why not? And Domo will shoot them into 4 cards per slide. So now what you can do is if you want to get rid of one, you just say, I want to get rid of this one, for instance, and you hit refresh. It won't refresh that card that's gone away. So you can just keep the same template again and again and again for weekly reporting, so you do not have to update it. Now, one thing I will say is these are all pictures. Once you put them in, it's a picture. You cannot change colors, titles, anything like that. That has to be done on the Domo site before it comes into PowerPoint. But that's a really cool way to bring that in. All right, the next one is Excel. So this is actually 2-pronged, super, super cool. Let's say I want to put in some data right here. I can go to, again, my Domo piece. I can go to download and I can pick, well, what do I want? And here I'm going to say tests, and I'm going to pick on one of these. Sure, why not? And there it goes. Domo just pulled in this data set for me right here into Excel. So now on another sheet, I can have a pivot table, all that stuff based on this current sheet. What I would highly suggest is have a tab just called Domo Autofeed. Do not do any formulas on this Autofeed one. Do it on another one that references, because if you change the data set, add more columns, more rows or stuff, it could throw off any formulas that you already have in place. So just make one tab as your raw data tab and your other one is all the analysis. But what if I do some analysis? What if I do this and I do profit? I do profit equals revenue minus spend. And I, for some reason, I do it in Excel. I can then say, hey, go upload it back to Domo. I just give it a name, done with it. It pops it in. Really, really nifty, where you can just take it out, do some stuff, put it back in if you need to. So another good way to integrate Domo with Microsoft Office is through Teams. Now, what you can do here is if you have a channel, you go to the plus sign and you are going to find website for me. Click that sucker. And all you need to do is just put in something. So we're going to call Domo test. I'm going to put in a link here. So where do I get a link from? Well, we have a couple options. If I go to Domo and I have embed is great, by the way. If you have this box with the up arrow and you have embed dashboard or Domo everywhere, you click this link. That's all you got to do. And I'm going to go back, plop it in. So we go here, plus sign, website. I'll call it Domo embed. Smack it in there. Pow, pow, save. And there you go. Now in your channel, you have your dashboard. So people can just see and do whatever they need to see to get their main things. What if you don't have embed? There is another way to do it. It is okay. And I'll show you. So what I can also do from here is I'm going to close this. And let's say I can hit this I'm going to hit this box again. I'm going to say publish as a slideshow. If I take this publish as a slideshow, and I pick the different cards that I want in here. Let's say I want everything. Sure, why not? I'm going to say save. And I have this part where I can say, go get me a link. Now I can take the same link, say done, go to Teams, do another one, website, and I could put it in here, Domo slideshow. Okay, beautiful. And what will happen here is the slideshow will come in. So now someone can see what's happening, kind of like this. You can click it, you can move it, and you can say, I want it to be every 10 seconds, whatever you want. And this is also just running on channels. I would say that embed is way better. So if you have it, great. If you don't, consider getting it. But otherwise, slideshow is your kind of best route option. And there you have it. That's how we can get Microsoft and Domo to talk to each other, because they're best friends now, friends forever. And if you want extra help on how to use Domo, if you go to dashboarddudes.com, I have a course on how to do Domo, all the way from basic rudimentary stuff to get your hands dirty to dashboarding with me, ETL, SQL, all these cool things. We go over tricks like this, how to embed stuff. That's more in my 401 part. I have 101, 201, 301, and 401. So you can really become a Domo master, impress your boss, impress your friends, impress Bill Gates, and maybe you'll get a free Microsoft 95 disk in the mail once you do it. All right. Good luck to you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.